Right, guys, Marc here. Very excited to announce the return of Some Laugh Live. We will be back in Glasgow at the Stand Comedy Club on the 15th of December, just in time for the holidays, a wee Christmas night out for all the Some Laugh listeners. Myself, Stu and Stevie will be doing the pod live on stage once again alongside some fantastic guests. And this event is sponsored by our friends at White Mackay, who are very kindly sponsoring the event. And I believe they've got some wee treats lined up for the people that will be attending. So very much thank you to them. But we're really looking forward to seeing all you guys there. We've not done too many live pods in the last year or so. So very excited to be back and playing the new venue of the Stand in Glasgow. So we hope to see you there. Should mention the first dibs for the tickets did, as ever, go out to our patrons. And if you're not signed up already, you can sign up for as little as £3 a month on our Patreon and get access to an extra bonus episode every 2 weeks, which is primarily myself and the boys sitting around chewing the fat, shooting the shit as you were. And I know a lot of you enjoy that. So if you'd like more of that, sign up to the Patreon. You also get access to our previous live shows, behind the scenes footage, all of that kind of stuff. And we also do have merch on sale as well, which you get a discount for if you are a Patreon. But if you are on the run to Christmas, you are looking for some gifts for yourself or, anyone. You usually buy it for other people, don't you? But even if you want to treat yourself, get yourself a wee gift. There's nothing wrong with that. Get yourself maybe a ticket for Some Laugh Live. Maybe come along wearing the merch. That would be perfect. In fact, if you do come along not wearing the merch, we'll be kind of disappointed. But it's fine. You do whatever you want as long as you come to the show. But tickets probably will be going very fast. Obviously, Stand, there's about 200 tickets for that. So we do expect that to sell out pretty quickly. But aside from that, guys, we'll hopefully see you at the live show in December and enjoy today's episode. Welcome to the Some Laugh podcast.
It could be like, that was some laugh, or there was just some laughs.
Well, no promising all laugh.
No, there's going to be some.
It's some laugh. Welcome back. We are here today, and we're not in the usual studio. So, Steve, would you like to tell everyone where we are?
DFS.
Yeah, we just
found
found
we were workshopping some jokes to do at the top.
Yes,
and I came up. I won the competition. It was good with DFS.
We could have
we're all thankful.
We could have ran with that bit.
That was a riff killed pretty early. DFS, just joking, guys. No, we're a very serious podcast.
Please do not.
It didn't feel organic. I didn't feel clean doing that riff.
I would say though, right? See,
I was glad to have no part of that riff.
This happened a lot more when we'd first started the pod. When I was setting up our studio, I would like go into green rooms, or I would see like living rooms or decking, and I would be like, you could do a podcast there.
You do that with gigs as well.
Yeah, you could run a gig in it.
Any pub, and you're like, oh yeah, you could do a little gig in the corner here. And but then after a few years, you're like, don't ruin every location I've ever been to by making it a comedy space.
Totally.
Sometimes you go into a comedy space and you think you couldn't run a gig in it.
This should be a pub. There should be sports on.
Some days there is sports. Now the dulcet tones you're hearing, of course, Liam Withnail back with us today.
Welcome to the show.
Third time?
I must
Fourth?
be more than that.
Fucking loads. He's been on, hasn't he?
As a guest though, because you've been a
co-host as well. I reckon we need to look at the leaderboard. It's CMB number one.
You're up there.
I think I must be second.
You're in the conversation.
After Christopher McArthur.
You're not far off.
Sure. Who else is up there? And I'll make a noise about what I think about them when you say their name.
Mike's done a few now. Roscoe's done a few. I don't know.
Raymond has done a couple of shows.
Liam, it's probably you.
I'm out doing Raymond. Come on. Yeah, it must be 5 or 6 now.
But you're back because, well, not just because, but you are on tour at the moment.
That was such a beautiful ribbit. That was so good.
That's why I get acid reflux, and whenever I have, I've also just downed a bottle of Iron Extra in like 2 minutes, but that happens occasionally.
Do you take any pills, Mark?
No, I take some Gaviscon sometimes.
This is the only podcast where someone has burped or hiccuped whilst trying to plug my tour. I'm on a bit of a PR tour at the moment. I'm doing many pods, and no one else has gone as they've actually said it.
Give me some laugh.
You've been on Rick from Rick and Morty's podcast.
So, is it started? Is the tour started?
It's technically started because we did. Well, technically, the Edinburgh Fringe was the first date of the tour. It was all one thing. It was all advertised together. The first proper tour date was in Aberystwyth For
Wales.
for Wales, yes. You ever been?
I've got family in Wales and
Right.
Cardiff.
Have you been there?
I've been to Cardiff. I've never been to that place.
Aberystwyth.
That's where he watched Bandcamp. Was
Huh?
it not American Pie Bandcamp?
Yes.
And Wales?
And School of Rock as well.
It's great. This
It's a
podcast is
cultured
now
place.
at the point where you know so much weird details about each other that he can say he's been to Wales, and you say that is where you watched American Pie.
Some
Bandcamp.
people remember where they were on 9/11. I remember where Steve was when he watched
When he
School of
first saw
Rock.
Tenby. I was in Tenby when I watched School of Rock for the first time.
Right. Okay.
Lovely little seaside town.
Location for it.
Yeah, beautiful,
No,
beautiful
we
hot
will
day.
joke about we won't joke about being in DFS, but we'll be very serious
About being in
when it
Tenby
comes.
watching School of Rock. I went there for a weekend. I watched that film 10 times at least.
That was
Fell
the
in
whole
love with
holiday that you were just sitting watching School of
People
Rock.
were out on the beach
If you
playing
stand there and watch the
volleyball.
script.
I was
Volleyball?
Yeah,
School of Rock, one of the best films ever.
That is where I learned how to play volleyball as well.
Can I just say, I for the first time ever recently watched Mean Girls, and I genuinely
good.
believe probably one of the best ever films.
I mean,
I think it's a
Baby vibes.
perfect. I think it's a perfect
It's
film.
giving
It's not a
a
perfect
man
film.
who's watched Boss Baby. watching his second
I
ever
think
film.
it's perfect.
it's not perfect.
It is perfect.
Listen,
It's
It's
flawless.
not perfect.
It is flawless.
It's not.
It's
It's,
a very,
without
it's,
flaws.
it's
It's
very
flawed.
good film. I
It's
remember
good.
I
Did we
watched
watch
that.
it for the pod?
No, I've seen it
Oh, I've
plenty
seen
of
it as
times
well.
before the pod, but it's good. But it's not. It's fucking not flawless, Jennings.
Listen, it's
A
of its
flawed
time.
masterpiece.
It's a flawed masterpiece. It's like Lindsay Lohan herself.
I watched it on a bus on the way to Spain on a school trip,
Brilliant.
and they went, "We're going to put on Mean Girls," and I was like 15 or something. I was like, "Oh my god, I can't believe!" And then I was hooked within
amazing.
moments.
Yeah.
And do you know what I think is great about it?
It's amazing.
Because see, and I've never even watched American Pie, right? And I don't see a lot of these American high school things. Right, you're uncomfortable because you're like, oh, I'm
Cringe
not as cool
comedy.
as the jocks and the cheerleaders wouldn't have fancied me and all this sort of stuff. But it makes
That
you feel comfortable.
Is that your takeaway from I'm not as cool as those guys?
Aye,
That's your
that's what-
takeaway
but
from
'cause you-
American Pie?
Well, I've never seen it, but I'm saying with
Mark.
do you know what I'm talking about?
You are so American Pie coded, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, you would love that
I
film.
do remember
That's
my mate's
mad.
big brother had Stifler 69 on the back of his basketball
That
jersey.
rocks. That's really cool.
Dude's absolutely rock. That's
Imagine
really
the
cool.
person at the printing shop having to do that.
And it was in the SPL writing as well.
Yeah. Stifler 69. It's the 69. It's like an email address from 2004. Stifler 69 at
I'd
Hotmail.
actually always assumed that was part of the film because of that. But
No.
Did he have a jersey that
I don't
said
think
that?
so.
Does he
no.
do a 69?
Probably. It was a shag or
You
stuff.
can't
like.
69 in apple pie.
Your
Whatever it
homework,
was,
Mark,
whatever
is
kind
to
of pie.
watch American Pie and report back.
Right, okay.
I know this is a bit of their podcast,
Yeah,
but
so what's the script?
but I think you should educate yourself.
Yeah.
Well, Mean Girls was a good first step in the right direction, I believe.
To be
Sit
fair,
your white
Mean-
ass down and listen.
I think Mean Girls does stand up today, but American Pie would not.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying.
No, there's that Chris Thorburn sketch about trying to watch an old movie from there, and you kind of realise how badly it's all. Like it'd be pretty. There's
Yeah.
that scene where the foreign exchange student
Getting
get
unchanged.
changed in his bedroom, and they've got a secret camera, and they're all watching. And you go, "Oh, that's a bit fucking dodgy, isn't
Ah,
it?
yeah.
That's,
Yeah.
that's not good."
Back then.
So when I say it's Mark Jennings coded, that's not what I mean. I mean the shagging the pie bit.
Right.
the wee guy shags Stifler's mum, innit? That's pretty Jennings coded. I could see you
Yeah.
shagging someone's mum.
No. That did happen to somebody in my school, but let's not go into that.
Oh, yeah, that's a wonderful story, though.
That is a lovely little
That's
story.
a really brilliant
That's one
story.
of my favourite stories. That's
I
a
love hearing
flawless
local
story.
Clydebank stories about people I met.
Let's not go into that.
But Mean Girls, I mean, look, was it interesting watching it? Because I feel like when something's had such a big cultural moment, that when you watch it, I remember the first time I watched Cape Fear, and I was like, oh, I've seen all of this stuff.
And The
Exactly.
Simpsons.
Referenced
Exactly.
in The Simpsons and all that, like, and parodied and referenced and quotes from it. And, there must have been like Wednesday we wear this and,
All of that shit,
stop
yeah.
trying to make fetch happen. And
Get
all
in
that
loser,
stuff.
we're going.
I have to say, the moment where she gets hit by a car was genuinely like, that's
Shocking.
crazy.
I stood up
Crazy
and
plot.
applauded.
You said,
Yes! Take that, you plastic bitch!
Jesus Christ.
I'll have to rewatch it. I'll
That
put
was
it on
good.
the list.
But anyway,
I went to see the stage play in London.
Really?
Yeah.
I know Marc has desperately got his podcast hat on and he's trying to direct us
no,
towards
it's
what we
just
said we were going to
let
chat.
it happen.
But
Yeah,
Stephen can't
it's
just
fine.
drop that, can't
Was
Let it
Fergie
happen.
in
You haven't
it?
seen Mean Girls?
Yes.
We know someone that's in the cast.
I know someone who's in the cast.
Right, is she a mean girl?
She plays the mum.
Well, I mean IRL, is she mean?
No, she's
She plays
very
Tina
nice,
Fey's
she is.
character.
I
It's,
imagine
uh,
auditioning for Mean Girls, you just have to show how mean you can be in the audition.
yeah.
Turn up and say, those fucking trousers make you look fat. And they go, you're in.
You got it.
It's Martin Quinn's girlfriend. Shout out. She was very funny on it. She plays like the sort of Amy Poehler character.
Right, okay. Is it good? I feel like that. I can accept Mark thinking the film was good, but I think the show
The
would
best
be,
film
Can I,
of all
be
time.
bad.
can I shock you? It was
No
flawless.
small claim.
It was
But
a
then-
flawless.
and
Mean Girls, Godfather 2.
Stephen,
Shawshank.
I mean to let me word this correctly because I don't want to insult you.
Okay, I feel like this is going to be insulting.
How
for
many
thick
Be
cast.
live,
careful here, because I've done this before.
how many live theatrical experiences have you been to?
I've been
Do
to-
do you think you have like enough weight to be able to say that it's good? Let's see. What have you
Okay.
been to see? and
Real
what do you
Housewives of
think is good?
Glasgow.
Panto doesn't count, by the way.
Panel doesn't count?
Not in this
okay.
context. No.
Okay, that has brought the list significantly down.
Yeah, way down. Listen, I've been to see Avenue Q,
Okay,
I've been to see-
Who's good? I think.
the Book of Mormon,
Yep, also good.
Hamilton,
I don't like it, but people seem to like it.
Mean Girls.
Right.
So
Good go
let
on.
me tell you about. I went to see Hamilton and Mean Girls in the same weekend, and I would say I enjoyed Mean Girls a bit more.
Wipe the floor with it.
Have you seen?
Because it's based on the greatest film of all time.
Have you ever seen a
like the
play? Have you ever seen a play?
I've seen plays.
Like,
Rachel Graham's been in
Yeah,
plays.
I
I
knew
went.
you were gonna say
have you
We
seen
were
plays?
forced to go and see
Yeah,
our
that you were
play.
not obligated to go and see for support.
What, like a local play? Like what kind of play do you even?
Man discovers plays.
I've seen Shakespeare.
Okay,
I've seen Comedy of Errors
very good. Okay.
featuring Rachel Graham.
Right, yeah, okay, I'm sensing a theme. Right, okay. I have all the information
I've
I need
seen
now
Hamlet.
about
I've
whether
seen
or not
Hamlet.
to take your opinion that seriously on Mean Girls. No offense to you.
I've seen Baz Luhrmann's Romeo and Juliet.
The film,
Yeah.
not to play.
That's not
Based
a
on a
local
play.
play.
That's Lemons Romeo and Juliet starring Rachel Graham.
It's pretty good. It's not perfect.
I'm not going to go see it.
It's pretty good.
I've heard the one.
Are you a big play guy?
I went to see To Kill a Mockingbird just last week at the Festival Theatre.
Liam's a theatre nerd.
I'm a theatre guy. Sometimes I like to go
Drama
see
school
plays.
kid.
Right, can I ask you a question, right? Because I know you are a cultured guy. How much of this is
vulture.
performative?
Well-
do you ever kind of go, well, I'm going to this mainly because it's the sort of thing I should like or I want to be seen liking?
Very
or do
interesting
actually
that you
like
should
it?
say that, and yet it came up so naturally. You know, I didn't come in here and say I want to talk to you about how I went to see To Kill a Mockingbird last week. It came up because he actually asked me, and then I told him. So I would say it's not very performative
Right.
at all. But
But
I
you
will
sit there
say
going
that
like, oh, this is fucking brilliant, man. Or are you going, Edgar Allan Poe, this is shite.
Edgar Allan Poe. It's not
it's not
Edgar
Edgar
Allan Poe.
Allan
for
Poe.
starters.
It's not Edgar. Even I know that.
It's Harper Lee.
Same fucking
And you.
Same name.
The Simpsons have parried it at some point. Right?
Like an English student.
it's like Cape
So-
Fear. It's not the same shit.
You would like it because
That
it
was
was
Edgar
it was
Allan
adapted by Aaron Sorkin, who
I
know-
fucking hate Aaron Sorkin.
well, yeah,
His
yeah, me too.
dialogue
But
is fucking silly.
it is, but I mean, I can give you an actual, really honest review of it if you
Go on,
want.
sure.
Well, So you probably dislike
It's not
Aaron
a laugh.
Sorkin for the same reason that I do, and that
Yeah.
he's a fucking neoliberal shill, right?
Yeah, he convinced the Obama people that if they just won the argument, then they would fix everything, and then they just ruined everything.
Yeah, so all
They
of
all
his
thought they were the best.
shows, like The West Wing and Newsroom, they all sort of follow that idea of like, oh, if only the right guys were in charge, then everything would be fine, right? But To Kill a Mockingbird was good about it is, and spoiler alert, sorry, the book has been out for 100 years, so
Mockingbird dies.
I actually do have it, and I've not got around to reading it.
They killed that mockingbird.
so it goes against the sort of Sorkin worldview in that it's like, no matter how good the people are, everything's shit, and the only way to really get any justice is by murdering people who are bad. So that's so it's you know, it's a bit more interesting.
What's that about?
It's about
It's
a
kind of just explained.
And I don't mean the themes. Give me
Right.
the plot.
It's a high school drama in which there's
That's
a
like
new
she goes up
girl.
in Africa and then she moves to.
Yeah. No, it's about a black man in Southern America who is falsely accused of rape. and then he is put on trial.
You're
And,
glad you asked.
and eventually.
Are you glad you came?
not even slightly.
But so, do you think you would go and see that and enjoy that?
I like things, Liam. I think
And he's not going to get any more specific than that. I like things, Liam.
I think what Jennings was getting at with is it performative, is you're a bit of a snob when it comes to things like music, film.
You're a wank.
Sure. I actually would like to speak in defense of the snobs. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's this whole thing in the last few years. I remember there was this like meme that would always go around, and it's like a cartoon. You've probably seen it, of like someone like pinching someone else's lips and saying, "Shh, let people enjoy things."
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And I just think, well, how about let people not enjoy things? I think there's a lot to be said in slagging bad
Stop
shit
people
off.
from enjoying.
Do you know what I mean? The amount of shit we got when we did Enjoy an Album for slagging off Jerry Cinnamon for an hour, but that was one of the most fun hours of my life.
Right. Well, the thing is,
And we should let you enjoy that.
Yeah, let people enjoy things, including criticising other things.
Yeah, like I think stan culture is a lot to be said for, like, has a lot to answer for in terms of people not being able to take just like a slightest bit of criticism.
I would say, though, that I think the thing that turns people off more than anything is when you criticise them for liking something, because you can't help what you like.
You can, yeah. I mean, you can though. You can.
If you go like, "Oh, why are you watching that?" Like, that's the snob.
It's like what you say about your dad. What did your dad used to say when your friends was on?
Oh, it's American trash. Turn off this American trash. But that wasn't a snobbery. That was just a weird. I don't know why anything American like that. He hated The Simpsons. What is this shite? Turn off this trash.
You're like, I'm watching Cape Fear. What are you talking about?
Yeah. But then he would watch like Hill Street Blues and shit like. So he did like American stuff. But any American comedy, Keenan and Kel. What is this? What is orange soda? It's Club Orange. Who loves Club Orange? O'Malley loves Club Orange. Is it true? It certainly is. Oh, Keenan and Kelly. Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
So I think you should be allowed
After you missed a trick, by the way, not fucking show. Keenan and Kelly.
I think there's a lot to be said for slagging stuff off that you don't like, and I think we all just need to be a little bit like. So you went to see Oasis twice, right?
Yes.
I personally think that's quite embarrassing, and I think that's fine. And I should.
I understand and I respect.
And I like
you
wank
think-
stuff as well. So if
Yeah.
you went to see To Kill a Mockingbird and went, this is fucking rubbish. This is pretentious bullshit for performative English wanks to sit and nod at, I would be like, yeah, it probably is a bit of that as well, you know?
Do you still enjoy it?
Well, I still enjoy it, yeah. Do you know what I mean? And in fact, you should be, things that you love, you should be able to love so much that other people's criticism of it, you can either accept or you can deflect. So if you love Oasis, for example, I'm sure many of those podcast listeners do, then, and me saying it's shite, you can just go, well, I think you're a fucking wank. And it's like, fair enough.
Well, do you know what? Well, first of all, I've always been self-aware enough of what people think of Oasis. I don't know that much about music, so I understand. In the way that maybe we are more comedy snobs, because we do comedy, and then somebody says they like fucking Peter Kay or whatever, and you go, that's shite. And then you go, like, but like, you know, for me, like, I like Oasis. I grew up listening to them. They're a big cultural thing. And I get that musically, if you break it all down, they stole the Beatles fucking things, and it's not that complicated, whatever. But you can't deny the fucking tunes rock. And
you can deny that if you don't like the tunes, though.
Well, whatever, but I understand. But as you say, I don't mind that people think that, because for me, it's fine. And
people think the music I like is like.
But I do think
whatever,
that the people also make a personality out of not liking popular stuff, and Oasis is a prime example of that.
I would agree with that. There is definitely a contrarian nature to criticism from people, where anything good, there'll be people like, I don't think it's good, actually. And probably I'm one of those people sometimes. But then probably all are in some ways. Like, do you ever get that thing where someone will recommend, you'll just see a show recommended so much that you're like, it's annoying me now.
Off it.
So I've never...
Ted Lasso.
Ted Lasso is a load of shite.
It's pretty poor, yeah.
It is. Actually, I should probably be a bit careful because there's comedians in it, isn't it? Including someone who I work with fairly regularly.
I did wonder why you swung at that, actually.
I just remembered, I was like, just looking at my gig
I've never
diary.
seen it. I'm just saying, all I'm saying is I've never watched it because people go, oh, it's great and whatever, you know.
Yeah, so I've never seen Squid Games because there was so many people at the time going, "This is great," and I just put. You know what? It's not even so many people. It's just like the wrong person once. Someone who I think is a dummy said it was good, and so I've just immediately vetoed watching
That
it.
does. I remember there was a guy when Lemmy was first out, and it was a guy, and it was always like mad weird cunts that were early adopters of Lemmy, and it put me off watching them for a while because I just didn't like this one guy, and obviously getting him later on. But that does happen a lot, doesn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, seeing things like Squid Game, I do like it, right? But you do realise that it's a lot of it's like just the exposition is just so in your face for some of these things. I don't want to lump it all together, all of Korean cinema and stuff, but things like Parasite, I enjoyed Parasite, but again, the things that I've seen from Korea, who people say this is amazing cinema,
Yep.
a lot of the dialogue is pretty poor,
Could it be a translation issue? Do you think?
perhaps.
But
I
bad
actually think
exposition actually winds me up more than anything else. When I'm watching something and someone comes in and goes, "Oh, hey, look, it's my sister just walking in. I haven't seen her since our dad's funeral." It's like nobody talks like that.
Yeah, it's nuts.
I like it because I'm like, no, I understand. What I mean.
It's for people who are sat on their phones, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
This is apparently a thing, is that they're having to do that more in dialogue because people on the phone, they need to keep reminding people what's happening because they've not paid attention.
If you're actually fucking watching it, it's really annoying.
Yeah.
I know that's your sister who you've not seen since high school. I've been
from
following
last
along like a
episode.
good little
Yeah.
boy.
Yeah. But the thing with Squid Game, well, I actually think that because it's in a different language, it depends how you watch it as well. Because I watched it
Are
with
you subtitles or
I'm subtitles. Are you dubbing?
subtitles sometimes? Depends what mood I'm in.
I think when you're
I like to
watching
treat
it,
myself to a wee dub version.
I don't think you notice if the dialogue's good or bad when it's in a different language as much.
Yeah,
Whereas
when
if
it's
it was in
dubbed,
English, you'd be a bit more obvious.
The
I
dub-
hate watching dub
It's
stuff.
nuts.
It's annoying, isn't
The
it?
mouth.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
How are you?
I can see that's not what you're saying. You're not tricking me.
He's a smart guy.
yes,
He is watching. Wow.
I don't know Korean.
But
I watched, you know those good FIFA like World Cup documentaries you get where it's like the story of each World Cup?
Yep.
I think they're on Amazon. I'm not like a big stoner, but I got really stoned one night and I watched one of them but in that they're dubbed, but it's in their local accent. So like Zidane's talking to you, but it's like a French guy talking English, and then it'd be like Piqué or whatever, and he sounds Spanish, but he's talking English, and I just thought I could fully understand different languages.
I remember the first time I watched Goodfellas, it was on a DVD, and it was one of these rare DVDs where like it was two-sided, like a CD.
oh,
So I put it. I didn't know this. So I put it in, and the film.
that seems to me about the time mini disc players would have been big.
It wa-
like
it
a
was
very
prob-
brief period.
yeah.
Where,
And the films like started halfway through, but I didn't know that because I hadn't. So I just watched the second half of Goodfellas.
Still quite a long film.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was an hour and a half, and I was like, I mean, it's pretty good, but it did not make sense for a lot of the film.
I had a similar thing with when I first watched The Godfather 2, the second best film of all time after Mean Girls, and it was because I got it in a torrent, right? So see all the bits where De Niro's in it,
Yeah.
like he's speaking Italian. I'm just going, right, obviously we'll just do this for like a minute and then he was going to start speaking English.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
it had the torrent
subs.
had no subtitles. So I just watched the whole of Godfather 2 and I had no idea what was going on.
you watched the whole of it. You didn't stop at any point.
No, because then we go back to Michael Corleone and he's talking English. But the
After
whole,
an
the
hour,
whole
the-
De Niro plot, which he won an Oscar for, I had no idea what was happening.
I done it with Game of Thrones. I downloaded it from a torrent, and it was like the first episode was like episode 3 in order. So I watched that first, and then watched episode 1 at the end, and I was like, "What the fuck is this? Is this like going? Is this like a flashback
Tarantino
episode where they're explaining how these guys got here?"
I couldn't get into Game of Thrones. That was one of those for me. I watched the whole first series and I was like, I don't know who anyone is. I don't know who any of their names are, and I don't know who's
You're too
related.
busy looking at your phone.
Yeah, probably.
That's one that I get put off watching because everyone was going on about how great it was. And I was like, can't be asking on try. And it's all, you never regret getting into these big, good shows when you actually do it. But sometimes you just go, I can't be fucked.
I really like Game of Thrones. Is it?
I was
How
a
do you
Game of
feel on the snobbery scale?
I was a Game of Thrones guy up until the last couple series,
Yeah,
and
of
it
course.
dropped off so massively. But I thought it was pretty good. I thought it was good, epic television. They're not really making shows like that now.
No, we'll see. Be honest, Squid Game, because I don't know if you ever got to the end of it, because they
Yeah.
released the last series earlier in the year.
Yep.
And I thought it was amazing when it first came out, but then it had a bit of the Lost thing, I think, where it was like you know,
They're running out of-
they sort of were making it up as they went along, and
Yeah.
then they were making it more complicated, and then they're just like, fuck, we need to just find a way to explain all this. I felt like Squid Game got a bit like that.
A wee
towards
bit,
the end.
yeah.
Not as satisfying as you'd have liked, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, what I want to know is, so Liam, you're obviously on tour with your show that you've done at the Fringe, as you say. Now, the story is about how you ended up moving to Scotland.
Yeah.
Now, people might not know this, but you basically ran away from home.
Well, my guess would be that you lads probably didn't know this until I started doing the show. Maybe you kind of had a vague idea.
I didn't know.
What was it? You were raised in Africa and then you.
Liam's story is basically how Mean Girls.
Mean Girls. Yeah, so I mean, I'm from Dagenham. You will have known that. And when I was 18, I was having like a bit of a fucking tough year. Like all my mates had gone off to university and got jobs, and I was just like at home with my fucking dad shouting at The Simpsons. And I was trying to be an actor, and I was getting auditions and stuff. I was going. I had Have I told you about the audition that I did for? It was for a BBC One drama, and it was written by the guy. I think his name's Marc, who wrote that book, The Curious Incident of a Dog in the Nighttime. Do you know that book?
Mm-hmm.
I've heard it, aye.
So he wrote this BBC One drama, and it was a big fucking audition. And I went, and the audition went really, really well. And the agent got back and went, "I want to see you again." So we had a recall. That went really well. And then they basically said, "Okay." My agent got to me and said, "It's between you and one other guy. And the other guy, he's in a show that's just about to start.
Uh-huh.
And basically, if that show goes well, then they're going to want to use him. But if it's just fine, then you've still got a chance." And that show was Skins, and the guy was
Cook.
Nicholas Hoult.
Oh, Nicholas Hoult.
Yeah,
Wow.
And
he's
he'd
now,
already
like, in
been in
Hollywood,
About
isn't
a Boy and stuff, so he was already.
yeah.
So
and
if
then
the show goes well, so the show did go well, and then they used him for this thing.
for this thing,
For.
for this
Ah.
drama.
Is that thought because it was a chance if Skins went well, he'd be too busy with Skins, and you'd get the part?
No, it was. I think it was. They'd already recorded the series,
Aye.
basically. So anyway, so like I was doing all right audition wise. That was a couple of years before.
I don't think Nicholas Holt's a good actor, do you?
Oh, he's in. What's that film? Juror Number 2. It's really good.
Yeah, that's.
Is he not
he's-
about to be in something huge? He's not like kind of.
He's been in
This is
things.
a comeback.
See, in like
Mad
Skins.
Max. He was in Mad Max. He was. That's really good.
Seeing Skins, he's rubbish.
Well, he's like 15 or something.
Do you look back at that? Liam?
Steve judges him purely on that from 20 years ago.
So, do you ever look back at that as a sort of
Rubbish.
Rubbish.
Do you ever feel that you get lucky, that you get unlucky with somebody if you got one of
It's
the
weird. It's a
breaks
bit of a
when you're young?
sliding doors moment. You don't really know which way it's gonna go. That could have been the start of something else. I could be a fucking Hollywood actor right now. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
But also, especially me at that age, I was like fucking drinking.
Because you were so on the drink. If you'd got a bit of fame and success,
little
you'd
bit of
probably
money and
died.
I think you
also-
would have went off the rails if that happened.
100%. I'd have been like,
Imagine instead of hanging about with Gus Lumburn, you were hanging about with fucking, you know what I mean,
I'd have been-
Barrymore or something.
Barrymore.
Why is that the guy?
all the fucking 18-year-old up-and-coming actors are hanging out with Michael Barrymore at Spearmint Rhino at 3 a.m.
You know, Epstein's Island or whatever.
There's a good chance I would be dead, I think. If
Yeah.
I'd have found fame, like, young,
Yeah.
I'd have been, especially at that period of time, like indie sleaze and all that, I'd have been from, you know what I mean, front
Because you had a
page
good
of
go
the-
at fucking killing
You've been
yourself
in
and
the
you're just like Queen
tabloids.
Margaret Union and doing home spots at the stand.
Yeah. I'd have been front page of the tabloids, falling out of nightclubs with fucking, do you know what I mean?
27
Amy
Club.
Winehouse.
27 yeah, sorry?
You'd have been with Amy Winehouse, etc.
Yeah, Hundo P.
Imagine that.
I'd be dead.
Front
so-
page of the Sun, Winehouse with Neil Barrymore. What kind of night did they have?
I did see Amy Winehouse a couple of times in Camden Town.
Oh, yeah.
And when we used to go, me and Pat, my mate Pat used to go drinking there every other week, and we saw her a few times. We saw Doherty once, yeah, because it was like that was genuinely 2007. That was where they hung out.
What were they gigging, do you mean, or just
That was
out
like
and
used to go
about?
into town, kind of.
Where they lived. It was where they would go out drinking. And it was like just Camden now, if you go there, is like just this crazy fucking tourist place. But it just for about 2 years become a cool place again to go to all these like punk pubs and rock pubs.
Aye.
And so we found out, we were like 16. And we basically found out about that. Noel Fielding used to be there as well. And we just thought, it's the fucking coolest place on the planet. And we used to go
Not
there.
because you were 16.
And yeah, we used to go drinking there, and then everyone moved away, and I was just like fucking. I spent like this is like pre-men's mental health. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
By quite a long stretch. So looking back, I was probably quite depressed, but like I didn't
This is
know.
boys' mental health.
Yeah,
Yeah.
young boys' mental health. And I was like listening to a lot of fucking The Smiths and Joy Division and stuff like depressing shit whilst not really leaving my
Maybe
house.
if you're listening to Oasis, you'd have been fucking happier.
Maybe I'd have been out on the town fucking walking like that, having a much better time
You
in
just
my life.
realise that you just need to be yourself. You can't be no one else. And you'd be feeling supersonic. But anyway. Don't get me Dream and Tonic, thank you very much.
And I was drinking a lot. I wasn't really leaving the house. I wasn't getting any auditions. I wasn't like getting any of the parts that I was auditioning for. I got a job in home base. It was like fucking bleak. Dagenham home base. It was like rough, like really.
Did you know? I think you might have told this the last time you were on, but what was this thing that somebody nicked something for home base?
Yeah, you told us last
I
time.
told you last time about the guy coming in with the plunger and well, he picked
Just
up.
getting a refund for a plunger
Yeah,
from
he
the
picked
shop.
up a plunger and went, "Oh, can I get? Can I take this? Can I bring this back?" And he went, "Have you got a receipt?" He went, "No." And he went, "Oh, well, you can't return it." And so he just walked out holding the plunger. I was like, just fucking genius shoplifter. What? I hope he's gone on to bigger and better things.
Man rang us.
He just did the Louvre, I think, that guy.
Was there not some story about somebody chucking something over the fence?
That's what they used to do as well. They used to come in, get big power drills, go out to the garden centre and just fucking lob it over the fence. And there'd be a guy outside with holding his jumper out trying to fucking catch it so it didn't break. And they would just scarper up the road. There was also this pub my dad used to drink in called the Lord Denman. Horrible pub in Dagenham, Wetherspoons. It's actually not Wetherspoons anymore, which I think that's how bad it is.
Aye.
That Tim Martin looked at it and went, no.
Fuck's sake.
And the shoplifters used to set up shop at the back of this. They were allowed to. They had a corner of the pub that they could set up a little sort of temporary market stall with all the stuff that they'd nicked that day from the local Wilkinsons and Boots. So just like hair straighteners and and like cologne and stuff. And there was a guy. His name was Steady Eddie, and he used to. he used to, and there was one arm Mick. He was like a shoplifter with one arm. He was like actually a one arm bandit. And yeah, my dad.
So
every
why
now
did
and
you
then,
ever want to leave this place, Liam?
every now and then they'd catch my dad when he'd had a couple Guinnesses and they had come home and I'm like, what, Dave, what have you been up to at the pub? He went, listen, Anne, I bought a watch. What are you fucking talking about? He bought a watch. And he's like, listen, it was a really good deal. He actually bought a watch and he got it valued and it was worth fucking 500 quid or something. And he paid 25 quid for it off Steady Eddie. Wow. Steady Eddie, RIP, got hit by a police car.
You can
Like
only
in
be
Mean
so
Girls.
steady.
Yeah, he wasn't that steady. Yeah, I just fucking hated it there. It was like BMP
I remember you
area.
saying that was big at the
British
time. Nick
National
Griffin and
Park.
all that.
Nick Griffin used to hand out flyers at Dagenham Heathway tube station. He used to see him on my way to school.
Very much a proto Farage.
Oh yeah, yeah.
What happened to that guy? Do you remember his cooking videos on YouTube?
No, but great.
Yeah, he did like a...
Not making a lot of curries, I wouldn't imagine.
I don't know. Maybe he was. I can't remember.
Masala is a British dish.
He was like one of these guys. He was like secretly not racist. He was just a like his missus was Romanian,
Oh yeah.
but like
Of all
always
the
the same,
parties to
innit?
join to not be racist, and you go, if only my political party wasn't the one.
It's like the right-wing comedians that aren't actually right-wing. It's
yeah,
just like
yeah,
for
he's
clicks.
grifter.
Aye, Grifton. Aye.
So anyway, one day I was just, I remember I was out with my mate and I was just like, I fucking hate it here. I'm so fed up. I don't know what to do. I was really drunk. I just had this idea. I was like, I'll just fucking go then. I'll just leave. Tomorrow morning I'm just going to pack my bag and fucking just go.
Aye.
So the next day I woke up and I was like, oh yeah, I told fucking Mel I was just going to go. Yeah, okay, I better do that then. And so I went and I grabbed a bottle of vodka and I was like drinking in my room and I was packing a bag and I was like, I'm going to just fucking go somewhere. And do you know what? I didn't speak about this in the show, but I'd recently watched this. It's funny when you think about the content of the film. I had like a couple of
Mean
years.
Girls?
I had recently watched American Pie. No, I'd watched Train Spotting, right? And for some reason,
From the tourist board.
You're the only person in the world that's watched that. I want to live
I
there.
need to go
it's
there.
crazy, isn't
Doesn't
it?
look any worse than what I'm currently doing.
I don't know what it was. Maybe it was like the image of Princess Street or something like that. It just seemed like quite a romantic place. And so I was like, oh, I'll go. And I'd heard of the Edinburgh Festival,
Right.
and I wanted to be an actor. and I loved comedy, and like I knew at that point like who won the Edinburgh Comedy Award and stuff like that, and I thought, right, there'll be. I just thought if that's got a festival, that'll be somewhere where loads of actors and comedians and people like that live, which is looking back pretty fucking naive.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I wrote a note for my folks, and then I just packed a bag and fucking left. Deleted my number. I went mad, basically. I went fucking loopy.
Must have been right scary for you folks.
How old are you then again?
I was 18.
Right.
Yeah, I literally just scarpered. So the show's about this. There's a lot more jokes in the show. I just got on a flight up to Edinburgh, and I stayed at a hostel in Edinburgh for like 6 weeks. Which itself was a bit fucking mad as well.
And, sharing a room with people, or
yeah, in a 8-bed dorm with like some fucking
for 6 weeks.
Yeah, Swedish girls and Spanish like fucking guys, and then one weird older American man who's like, "You should really be in your own room. You're 50." And I just basically was like, "Yeah, I just live here now, I guess," and you
just made it work the rest of the time, basically.
Yeah, I got a job in a pub, and then I went to university. And so then when I met people after that, they say, "Oh, you know, what made you move to Edinburgh?" I was just like, "I came here for uni." But I just went a bit fucking nuts. So I didn't tell anybody this for years, because when you tell people, they sort of make the face that Marc is making right now, where they sort of look at you and they go, "What? What the fuck are you talking about?"
No. It's empathy I'm trying to convey here.
So
It just looks like scorn.
A fiver for every time I had to say that.
So I just didn't tell anyone for years, and then I got to writing a new show, and I started thinking about it, because I'd been in Edinburgh 18 years this year.
Wow.
So I lived in Edinburgh for as long as I lived in Dagenham. So I thought maybe it's time to fucking get into this and think about it and talk about it a bit more. And so the show is basically the whole story about exactly what happened, why it happened, my parents, exactly how I went about it. And
we break up in there as well.
And so we break up with the girl. I've changed her name in the show. It's Alessandra. But I'm not going to say her real name. But because I realised people are fucking weird, aren't they? And like if I said this girl's real name, then they would go on my Instagram and try and find her. But then I forgot to check if there was anyone called Alessandra who follows me, and there's 5 of them who I expect.
Shit.
There are some people who think it's her.
You fucking bitch.
Yeah.
Well, I've sent that anyway.
But yeah, I thought the show was like pretty fucking like specific to me, but there was loads of people I chatted to after who'd been through similar stuff, or I guess there's a lot of it
from home. Do you mean, or like?
Well, like quite literally, there were some people who kind of done that, but the show's really like about just feeling a bit out of place where you grew up, which I think is a bit more.
Totally. 100%.
It's a brilliant show.
Yeah, it was
Very,
great.
very good
It was
show.
a very good show.
Because you've obviously done like your shows are always like kind of great sort of narrative driven story type of things, and like you've done one about stopping being an alky.
Yeah.
You've done one about
I believe it was called Stopping Being an Alky. That one.
Yeah.
and then obviously like stuff like
Immigration,
like your wife coming off to Australia, trying to get a visa, kind of thing. Obviously done one about about colitis and all that, but like in a way like. You've probably done heavier topics before in other shows.
Yeah, although it kind of touches on a lot of the heavier stuff that I've spoken about before. Like, so there's a lot about fucking addiction in there, and
the story about how you had your first sip of alcohol
first ever drink. I was
great.
what, 7.
7
That's
years old.
very young.
Yeah.
That's too young.
I liked asking people in the audience like, how old are you when you had your first drink? It's normally about 13.
Aye.
Sometimes you get some sort of. There was a few times I would ask people, it'd be like someone's Scottish, but like, I'm fucking Scottish, so it was like 12, and I'd be like, well, mine's 7, so 1-0.
Suck a fat one.
And then I would say suck a fat one. That's right. And I actually had merch after that says suck a fat one on stickers and t-shirts and key rings. It's so, but I mean, I think it's not as bad as it sounds. Basically, my dad would come home and he would. Every day, he would like pour himself a pint of Guinness, and then he'd watch like.
And he was a postie, so this was early in the morning.
Yeah, it'd be like midday. He'd get home, pour himself a Guinness, and me and my brother were just like, "Should we have a bit of Dad's beer?" And so he was asleep, he was snoring, and we just sat there and just like sipped away on the Guinness. And
you enjoy that at that age?
I think I remember thinking it was gross, but it was like exciting. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like eating ass.
Like sucking a fat one.
Sucking a fat ass. So, but I mean, but it wasn't like that. I didn't then go, right, I'm a drinker now. Do you know what I mean? I'd say the next time I drank properly, I was probably like 12 or 13.
Yeah.
But
you get the taste for it.
oh yeah, straight away I was like, this is good, isn't it?
Aye.
What, the feeling of it? Did you enjoy? Or was
I
it
remember being like 16 and chatting to someone and saying, "Oh, I'm going over to my mates next week. I'm gonna drink loads and I can't wait to like just forget. Like I'm gonna wake up next morning. I'm not gonna remember anything. It's gonna be brilliant." I remember saying something like that, and this guy looked at me like, "That I think that's bad."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, "No, that's what you're supposed to do, right?"
Unfortunately, this was before men's mental health, as you say. So
Yeah.
we didn't have a vocabulary for this.
I was just like, "Oh, right. Is that not? I thought that was the point." Yeah, I always thought
To
that
forget your
was to forget you
problem.
existed. Yeah, but what problems did I have? I was 16 with fucking Pokemon cards and.
Sometimes just being 16 is enough, though.
Yeah, it's a tough age, but yeah, I mean, you don't have.
When people always say, "Oh, school's best years of your life," I'm like, I don't know. I was pretty
The
sad.
amount of anxiety and like heartache you go through as
All those fucking mean girls. that
Yeah.
go at us all the time.
That's
Those
true.
girls were mean. Fucking the girls in Dagenham. Listen, those little girls in fucking Mean Girls the movie would be fucking frightened of Dagenham Mean Girls.
I'd love to see Dagenham Mean Girls. Get that in the fucking stage. That's a play Steve will go and see.
Made in Dagenham Mean Girls. Yeah, the smash up we all.
I'm surprised there's not been like a Scottish remake of it, to be fair, that's been at the Pavilion at some point.
Horrible lassies.
Pure Mean Girls.
That would sell like hotcakes. Write that down.
Yeah.
100%.
Do a month at the Pavilion with that.
Will Dagenham lassies scary when you were at school? Did you ever feel, because I felt a wee bit like this as well, like were you maybe a square peg in a round hole? So like if there was a certain type of guy that was maybe more like
In vogue.
in vogue than maybe your more sensitive souls that like watching
Oh,
plays and stuff?
yeah. I mean, when I first got to Edinburgh, I was like, oh wait, loads of people like this.
Aye.
But like up until that point, I felt like it was me and maybe one or two of my mates were like, we just felt like, oh, is the whole world going to be full of just people like this? Are you going to be like just a weird guy forever?
That listens to the Smiths and all that.
But
Do you know what I mean?
Did you like plays at that age, or was that?
Yeah.
Were you always into plays?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to drunk. When I was 7 years old, I told my mum, I watched Liar
this when
Liar
you were
with Jim
drunk?
Carrey. I'm going to get this guy. I'm going to be a star. No, I watched Liar Liar with Jim Carrey.
Carrey, yeah.
Great movie. And I said to my mum, I want to be an actor. And so she took me to drama club at Dagenham and Redbridge Football Club in the function room.
Brilliant.
And so that was, I always wanted to be an actor. And then I would go see little plays and stuff.
I had a similar experience. I watched Home Alone. I wanted to be an actor. I got taken to a acting class and I quit after one day.
One day?
Yeah.
What happened on that day?
I just thought it was shit. Just boring, learning lines and stuff.
Swinging anvils at you. And that kind of thing. Tarring, feathering you.
Yeah,
Electrocuting you.
Where's Joe Pesci?
But yeah, even at that age, I could tell it was kind of wanks, like who. It was just a different breed of like people who wanted to be a wee performer and just a wee show off.
and was it dead self-serious, would you say?
Yeah,
I remember going to a creative writing class when I was at uni and just thinking, because I was obviously probably in my head thinking about like doing comedy stuff, and I remember just everybody being dead serious, and I would like crack jokes and everybody's just so serious.
I do.
Like,
I
so
felt
fun.
like, yeah, I
As
think
well.
it's, so when I went to uni, I did find that's when I really stopped acting because I was like, God, these people are fucking insufferable.
yeah,
Do you know what I mean? There's a very like worthiness to everything.
Aye.
Like,
yeah.
it's very brave what we're doing today. It's very brave. It's very serious.
Yeah.
And, you know, we've got a message and it's very important. Whereas like I was like much more interested in like the comedy.
And it
Fucking
felt
around
like
side
it
of
was
things.
the people who it was like their mum and dad were the pushy parents,
Aye.
and they were like the wee sort of angels who couldn't do anything wrong, and it just didn't feel like I fit in there almost.
Yeah.
And another sliding doors moment. You could be a Hollywood actor by now if only you'd.
You could have the amazing life Macaulay Culkin's got right now.
Yeah, you're right. Could be Kieran Culkin. He's doing well for
He's
himself.
doing all right.
He's doing all right.
got there in the end.
He was in Home Alone. I like that wee guy.
I know.
Wee specky guy.
Very cute, to be fair.
Very cute. Yeah. Gets his wee nose squished on a chair.
I know. I always remember like being a kid in my cousin's house, and we were talking about, oh, we should go. Like we probably watched some film like Home Alone or whatever, and thought, oh, we should be like getting into acting and we should go to a class or something. But we were just a million miles away from ever doing it. And then, you know, even at the time, I remember thinking, oh, but everybody would slag you off, and you wouldn't even why ask your ma to take you in. Like it would have been so like, you know, out of the norm.
It was like that, but for whatever reason, I still did it.
Aye.
And then when we started doing drama in school, I would like that was the only class that I didn't care. I used to bunk off a lot of other classes.
Aye.
I just not go in because my dad was opposed to it. My mum was in early, so I had to sort of get myself up and go to school in the morning on my own. So I often just fucking wouldn't go. But if I had drama, I would go in for midday and I would do that and then probably just fucking leave again.
Interesting. There you go.
Did you not get the school not phone saying you're not in?
Yeah. But and they would leave notes and say, so Liam didn't come in today, and I would just say to my mum, oh, I was sick this morning or whatever. And my mum, she, honestly, like, God bless her, she's a wonderful woman, but she believed fucking anything I told her.
That's a really sweet thread in the show. I love that.
Yeah.
About your mum.
Literally, we would just say, "Oh, sorry, mum, we was robbed by highwaymen on the way, so we need money and we couldn't make school." She, "Oh my God, that's terrible. Dick Turpin was the Dick Turpin. He's bad. I've read about him in the Barton and Dagenham Post. He's bad."
There's a story in the show as well about you wanting to do a Harry Potter edition. And
Yeah.
how true is this?
That's true. This is 100% true. And in fact, I did the show in front of my mum recently. She came up to me and went, I forgot about that, but yeah, that did happen. Didn't it?" So I remember going on the Harry Potter website when I was like, whatever age, 11, and they were advertising for auditions for the Harry Potter films. And they said, just film yourself recording, like just find your favourite paragraph from a Harry Potter book. It was tell your favourite joke and then some other information about yourself and then send it to this address. And I showed my mum. I was like, what? There's a Harry Potter film. I want to be an actor. I love the books. This is the best thing ever. And then she was like, no, you can't do that because the internet's full of paedophiles. And so she really did think that there was like some elaborate paedophilic scheme.
It's quite a big pedo swing, isn't it? That?
Yeah.
To set up www.harrypotter.com and ask kids to send in videos of them telling jokes. Like there's a nonce somewhere who like that's his kink.
I mean, there probably is that type of fetish out there, I'm sure.
To be fair. So anyway, we never got to do it. So again, sliding doors moment. Maybe I could have been Daniel Radcliffe.
Maybe.
Saw him in a play. Saw him in Equus. Do you know that play?
Yeah.
Is that the one where he gets his old boy
He
out?
got his old boy out. He got his,
Oh,
he
yeah,
got
I've
his-
heard of this.
his-
Suck a fat
He
one.
got his Mickey out.
Was that a fat one or was that a skinny one?
I remember thinking it was pretty, like, I was like, "Pff, yeah, okay, fair enough.
Is that all right?
Yeah, I don't, like, it was, you know, obviously soft clock Radcliffe. And,
He wasn't fully erect on stage.
That's poor. That's poor for me.
yeah.
Do you know there's a legal like difference between that though, because it's like
Why do you
I think
know
it's
this?
illegal to be erect in public, no reason.
Plead the
If you're
fifth.
like you can
On TV, you can show a flaccid cock, but you can't show a hard
maybe
cock.
that's what
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
I mean, that, yeah,
They've
that
got
makes
the
sense.
famous Napingers rule.
They ping us after Watershed.
But then what's the
Before
line?
Watershed, surely.
But see,
After Watershed.
What if it's like, you know, you're on Naked Attraction and as the thing's going up, some guy starts getting his Emmy? Like, at what point does it become?
I
you know,
think it would
I'll just
probably
think
wouldn't show it.
It would get very, very difficult. Have I told you about? I've been on the pod so many times now. I must have spoke to you about doing shows before. We could talk about that a bit.
Don't think so.
No?
Well, the stand-up shows.
Yeah.
These creep me out, these things. So this was your idea?
That wasn't my idea.
The-
I
you
went
were-
right to the Stand Comedy Club going, guys, I've got a great idea and an all right cock. Let's talk.
What if we done a show where we're all naked? I'll book the lineup.
Yeah.
Yeah, this sounds like a front for pedo behaviour.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you should sit there naked and read your favourite Harry Potter book. No, I was in Australia. First time I was in Australia, 2014, still drinking, right? And there was a show on called Naked Cabaret.
Yeah.
And Kai Humphries, I was drinking with him one night, and he said to me, "Oh, do you want to do this Naked Cabaret thing tomorrow, or do you want to go to it? Right? So do not take part." So it's the show is all the acts and all the audience are naked, right?
Why?
The audience?
The audience, yeah, that's the whole point of it. Is that it's like a naturist kind of thing.
Right.
Okay.
It's not. It's the dynamics very different if the audience are in clothes and everyone else is naked. So it's supposed to be sort of free. It's like clowns. Clowns. They're all kind
Pennywise?
of like no, I mean like comedy clowns.
Bollier
Yeah,
style.
of course.
And they're all like fucking hippy dippy naked sex people.
Yeah.
Who don't wash.
I know Rich somehow.
And are rich, yeah,
Yeah.
right. So it was that kind of vibe.
Gollier.
Freaks, and so we went along. We were like nervous. We had some tequila shots beforehand, and we went to the show. And it was Alexis Dubai, you know him, hosting. He does French character Marcel Lucon.
Oh yeah.
And it was a really beautiful, amazing experience. It was like you went in with clothes, and then Alexis comes out like with clothes. And it's like, okay, it's the naked show, so we're going to play some music. Everyone take your clothes off. And then some music played, and everyone fucking sat there and got naked. And I was expecting when I got there, I thought, what's nature? It's going to be all old people. But it was just all the venue staff from across the festival who go every year. So it was just full of like young, cool, beautiful people.
They're probably used to seeing each other without their clothes on anyway.
Do you think?
Venue staff.
Or shagging each
Oh,
other.
shit.
Okay, yeah, they are all shagging each other, to be fair. And so we took part, and I have to tell you, it was not a sexual thing whatsoever.
No pingers and
No
sight?
pingers, and I realise now you would just not get a pinger because it's not a sexual. It's just the environment doesn't matter. Like yes,
Well, it'd be like it's like when you get into the doctors or something, you need to take your clothes off. It's suddenly just a kind of fucking.
yeah.
But there will be some people, I think, who maybe get off on the idea of, I'm getting naked in public.
I think people maybe think that, but I guess even if you were that type of person, I think in the reality of the situation, it'd be hard to actually like get fucking horny, basically. Eh?
Yeah, like I don't see how that would happen. And then me and there was a guy. Do you know Puppetry of the Penis?
Well, I was going to mention them because they're always in Australia and they do that mad show where they do.
So they've had a show going for years where they stand on stage wearing capes with their cocks out, and they like manipulate their penis and balls to make different shapes. And
I have to have quite a big penis to
It's a very
do
Ron
lots of
Seal
different
title.
shapes.
I think after years of doing puppetry with their penis, that they have falsely kind of elongated the
it?
shaft
I've heard this.
because it didn't look great. Do you know what I mean? It looked kind of like, do you know those long
Pepperams.
sort of tote bags that you stuff with your spare plastic bags?
Oh yeah.
It looked like one of those.
lumpy and bumpy.
Yeah, it's seen better days for sure.
Wow.
And
Probably what Steady Eddie looked like after being out with that car.
We're a long way from To Kill a Mockingbird, aren't we?
and so his finale was, he said, any volunteers, I'm going to teach you, since you're naked, I can teach you how to make your old lad into the easiest shape to make,
Which is a snake.
the second easiest to make. And Kai was like, come on, and sort of we went up and he taught us how to make our willies into hamburgers. Which
But two balls either side of the.
the speed was crazy. He's like, hamburgers. Let me think about this. Oh yeah, I know exactly how that would work, and I can't wait to get home and try it. And so we did it. Big round of applause, and then Carl Humphries goes, "Mine's got a sesame seed bun," which was funny and disgusting.
Nice.
But it was and then later on that trip, I went, me and former comedian. Drove across New Zealand, and when we got to Milford Sounds, which is like this beautiful, old, basically a sort of Norwegian fjord, at the end of New Zealand. When we arrived, we were staying in a hostel, and the guy was like, "Oh, you're here for the naked run?" And we were like, "No," and it was like an annual nudist run.
Yeah.
Through a mountain tunnel that happens every year in Milford Sounds. And
Of all the beaches in all the world, you had to turn over this one.
yeah, and so everyone we met there, again, was like all these cool young people from around the world, was all there to do that. So in the end, we signed up to do that, and it's a 5K naked run. It happens at midnight. and everyone's pissed.
Yeah.
It's a big party basically. So you just keep your running shoes on and go for this run. Running naked would not recommend.
No, this is quite a Steve question to ask, but are your balls not slapping around all the time?
Thankfully, they were made into the shape of a hamburger at the time.
Do you know what? They kind of, when you get into like cold water or something, it's a sort of similar effect. They sort of contract.
Bunched
Fat
up.
Willy, we used to call it.
Fat Willy.
Fat Willy back in the day. If you had a shower after playing fives, it was
Kind of
shriveled.
shrivels up again.
Yeah. So, but again, I mean, it was a mix. It was probably about 50-50 in terms of men and women, and then there was a big naked rave at the end, and it was like again a very beautiful experience.
Yeah.
And then
And people aren't horned up at the rave or anything.
I would say a lot of people after the rave went and fucked. I think.
Yeah.
Pingers allowed at the rave, surely.
Sorry.
Pingers at the rave.
Yeah.
Fit Willy at the run.
Different
pingers
kind
at
of
the rave.
pingers at the rave.
So did you do gigs again naked?
The next year, there is Naked Cabaret does happen at the Edinburgh Festival, and so I did take part that year, and I remember I took part. So you do a set, right, which is very different because then everyone is looking at you, and the set went all right, but I had one joke that bombed, and I was like, this is the worst a joke bombing will ever feel because everybody's looking at my cock. And then I think it was like maybe the year after that I stopped drinking, and then they invited me on again a year after that, and I went, probably not now, sober.
Sober.
Why? Because you'd have been more likely to get a pinger.
I did do it one other time as well, actually. There used to be, what was the show called that used to have the naked plug? Spank.
Spandex? No,
No, it was
Spank.
Oh, it was called Spank,
Spandex
nice.
with Ralph Brown on a Tuesday night. Doing some new
stuff.
material.
Up there with a notebook.
Yeah. Strategically placed notebook. I'm going to try some
Spank
new
it was,
stuff. I've done
used to
the hamburger's old material, so I'm going to try a pizza slice. How would you do that?
Ball either side, penis down the middle.
That's the same.
Stretch out a bit.
I see right through you.
No, you put the balls up near the top to be the crust.
Great, I'm going to need to see a diagram.
Wrap the balls round to the front to make a
I'll
stuffed
go with it and
crust.
we'll put it in the Patreon.
Come on.
So I did Naked Plug one because Alexis used to host Spank, so he asked if I wanted to come do Naked Plug. And that year I was doing a kids show. I was taking part. I was doing a kids play actually.
Officer, I thought I was the wrong gig.
And so we thought it'd be really funny because the idea. So Spank is a late night show at the Edinburgh Festival, and they have a rule where anyone can come on and plug their own show if they're naked, called Naked Plug, and different people do it every night. And so Alexis thought it'd be really funny for you to come on, be naked, and then plug your kids' show to obviously a drunk audience that is never going to take part in it. And I was drinking in the loft bar anyway. I was like, yeah, fuck it, I'll come down. And so I was stood backstage, got my kit off, waited for them to, they do a shout out in the audience. They say, do you have anyone here who wants to do Naked Plug? And hardly anyone ever says yes. So they have someone backstage ready to come out. So Alexis says, anyone want to do Naked Plug? And then a woman goes, yes, I'll do it. And everyone's like, hey, someone actually wants to do it from the audience. So she comes on, gets naked. She's beautiful. And
She's doing a kids show.
she's doing a kids show.
Follow that.
And I'm
cunt.
like, what? And so I'm stood there with my cock out in the wings going, this is now not going to work. She's just nicked the joke and she's beautiful. And now I'm going to like sort of traipse out.
But I tell you one thing she didn't do. Hamburger.
Hamburger.
Yeah, you can do a hamburger.
And so then I had to just sort of like, slowly come out and be like, oh, I'm also doing a kids show, and it people are like, do you know? Like, oh, the
At that
joke's
point,
already
surely
been
you're
done.
going, don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I wish I'd had the foresight I said foresight to do that, but no, that was a low point. So that was probably my last time being naked on stage.
No, can I ask you a question? Because I ask this because I would probably feel the same. Like, would you like? Obviously, when you're maybe doing this when you're a bit younger, would you think I'd be more body conscious about the rest of my body rather than like just being in shape rather than people looking at the cock necessarily?
I think yes.
Do you know what I mean?
probably
Would you go,
now
give me a
and-
couple of months and I'll fucking...
Yeah,
know what I mean?
can we, Alexis? Can we rearrange Spank to the 15th of January? Because I've got
Well,
some
when I'm
work.
2 weeks into my new year.
Yeah,
new me.
yeah, post Christmas. No, I need.
Trying to
I
get
need
fit my belly.
Yeah. I'm going to be beach body ready for this. No, I think I can't remember. At the time, see, when I drank, I didn't really eat that often, so
Right.
I was pretty skinny
all
for
right.
most of that because
That's what I mean now.
I used to drink instead of. But whereas nowadays, yeah, if I was naked, I probably would be more conscious about my wee belly than anything else.
Yeah.
Than my wee cock.
Now, you won't need to worry about that when you're on tour, Liam, because as far as I'm aware, unless you've changed the show massively since I've seen it, you're fully clothed.
Well, yeah, the hamburger finale is there, and I'm bringing people on every day to teach them to pass on the sage words of puppetry of the penis.
Yeah.
No. The tour is fully clothed. You need not worry about that.
Except
And
the audience need to be naked still.
yes, well, no, just one member of the audience, and it's randomly picked. There's an envelope under each under a chair, and it just says "Get naked now or leave." We start next week at Soho Theatre, and then going bloody all over the place. The routing is pretty fucking mental. It's like Newcastle.
Routing, I would say.
Do you know why I say routing?
Because
Australians.
shagging.
Yeah, because my wife's Aussie, and so if I say routing, she goes,
Aye.
"Oh, you're rooting." And so now I say routing to
Yeah.
stop my wife having any fun, if you please. And that's what marriage is about. It is though, isn't it? Like, do you get this thing with your partner when if you make a good joke, she almost doesn't want to give it to you?
No, she's quite an easy audience.
Okay. Well, I just revealed a bit too much. If I make her laugh, she tries to stop herself, and she goes, "Oh, well done."
Do you feel that thing when you're a bit of have sex and your wife looks at your cock and goes, "Have you been playing football?"
We're in McDonald's. So yeah, Soho Theatre next week, and then all over the country.
When's the Glasgow date?
Glasgow, November the 30th at the new Glasgow Stand. That's looking pretty busy actually.
And then you're filming it in Edinburgh?
Filming it at Monkey Barrel Comedy Club on the 6th. 2 shows back
What
to
room
back.
are you doing?
We're doing the same room I filmed the last special in actually, but we're going to make it look different in Monkey Barrel 1, which is where I did it at the Fringe. So
Shit hot room.
pretty great room to do stand-up. And also I've done the show there 25 times, so it's like that's about as...
Using all those BNP leaflets, putting them to good use in the backdrop.
Yeah, Nick, what's his name? Nick Griffin. What did I say? Nick Frost. he's from Dagenham. Nick Griffin will be there. He's my opening act.
Yep.
No, I've got Crystal. Crystal's going to open for me.
Excellent.
And it's our boy Nick doing the filming,
Yes.
who filmed my last one, your one at the Kings, your most recent one as well.
Yeah.
And yeah, he
And
knows
my
what
one.
he's doing. And your one as well. Did he film that? I didn't realise that. So yeah, we've got the good top squad,
Great.
best venue. Show I'm happy with.
Absolutely. No, it's a brilliant
great
show.
show.
It's a great
Yeah,
show. I've
it's
seen
very
it
good.
hundreds of times.
You have seen it loads, actually, haven't
Yeah.
you?
Would thoroughly recommend.
And I always enjoy it.
Thanks very much. I always enjoy seeing your hamburger cock.
Anytime, darling.
I just needed to say something. He was very sincere and it made me uncomfortable, so I just had to say something weird.
You can be sincere on this podcast. You can, don't worry.
It's not all laugh.
Yeah.
No, I feel so tense.
This is a men's penile health podcast.
If your cock does look like a hamburger, that's okay.
Get some
That's
help.
beautiful.
no, actually, it's not okay. Go to the
No.
doctor.
If it looks like a
and
slice of pizza, you're in trouble.
Yeah.
in between the balls.
Why is there so much cheese? We can't leave on that note, can we?
20 minutes now.
Oh, no.
Come on.
Right.
Knob cheese?
Yeah.
That's why
Did
we
you
had a
get
problem
I
with
think
it.
it was clear.
Did you get it?
Yeah.
Gherkin.
And that's what To Kill a Mockingbird is really about.
Yes.
Anyway, check out Mean Girls. Check out Liam
Big
on
to plug Mean Girls.
go and see him wherever you are, and particularly Glasgow and Edinburgh, obviously, if you're more likely to be in one of those places. Anything else to plug for your end, Liam, I suppose, other than the tour? You got a special on the Some Laugh page, of course.
Special on the
You can
Some
do it
Laugh
with clothes
page.
as well.
Sorry?
You can keep your clothes on for these plugs.
Keep my clothes on. Okay, good. And I would say if anybody is a Some Laugh fan who used to enjoy a podcast I took part in, I would say keep your eyes peeled for something exciting there. There you go. That's a soft
There
tease.
you go, that's
Soft tease.
I don't even know what you're talking about, and I'm excited. For
Yeah,
that.
but just give it an Instagram and then you'll figure that out.
Yeah.
At
But you're not
Liam
going to say
Withnail.
yet because in case you jinx it and it doesn't happen.
In case your co-host does not come through for you, perhaps.
I mean, who knows? Who knows? But let's just say it was going to happen last year and it did not. For that exact reason.
I look forward to that, hopefully, if it does come. But yeah, go and see Liam on tour. Obviously, Some Laugh Live tickets might still be available for the 15th of December. I'm doing the King's Theatre in March. You're doing Glasgow Comedy Festival sometime as well.
Sometime.
But
I'm going on tour, but it's not sorted out yet.
great, well, more to come. TBC for that. But aside for that, guys, thanks a lot for tuning in, and we'll hopefully speak to you very soon.
Thank you
Cheers,
very
thank you,
much.
Liam.
Cheers,
Nice
Liam.
to see you.